I'm recording. I'm going to start recording because everybody's like, will there be a replay? Like, yes. So you guys know how to use Zoom, probably, right? So if you have, I mean, we can all be unmuted. We can chat. This is very informal. But if you do have to mute yourself and you do want to introduce yourself when we go through introductions, you can still use the chat. So find your way to the chat. If you haven't, maybe we just say hi so that maybe it pops up and alerts all of us that there's a chat option on our mobile device if you're using your, I know Aaron is painting, right?
Yes.
So you can show us how beautiful your paintings are. Emily put the baby down. That's okay. I will be in your shoes soon. Okay. Hi. So I'm Jenna Corelli. For those of you who we've never like interacted on a Zoom video platform before, many of you guys have been to the event this year, or I've seen you at other events and we've actually like touched in person. So I'm excited to be able to do that with all of you. This call, making sure I'm recording, yes, is specifically for those of you who are staying overnight, 1 or maybe all 3 days at the Airbnb. Okay, there's 2 Airbnbs. So I'm going to go over like structure and answer any questions that you might have. You can go ahead and put them in the chat box if you want to get them out, and don't forget your questions. But what I really want to do is get everybody who's staying overnight at the Airbnb to get to know each other, because I mean, it's better than walking into a house full of strangers that you're going to sleep with, right? So I figured to kick off this call, and I don't want to make it too long, we'll do introductions, and then I'll go through the main event and the Airbnb schedule with you guys, just so that we're all in the know. I want to make sure that as a not very detailed person, I am very detailed with you guys as we lead into the event weekend, so the expectations are set and everybody knows what's going on. Then I will talk and hopefully introduce our Airbnb photographer, Janelle, if she hops on. I want to remind you guys, I posted this yesterday, you might not have seen it, but I'm going to do a roundup for Black Friday with all of your Black Friday offers. If you have a Black Friday offer, please, I just need a link to it and a graphic to share in a blog post. I'm just going to showcase you guys as Raising Influence attendees who are putting off amazing Black Friday offers. Okay, so we'll go through that. I'm going to remind you that the code influence, I'm like kind of going through the schedule. I'm going to remind you that the code influence is 30% off for anybody in your audience who wants to come to Raising Influence. That expires on Friday. And I'm going to ask you if you want to get another call, because I figured if we can do more of these calls leading up to the event, maybe have one in the evening for people who work during the day, we can get to know each other. And then you guys can all find each other on social media and like follow each other. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, so who wants to start? We're just going to go through and introduce ourselves. Nothing fancy, nothing scary. Just say your name, where you're from, maybe what your favorite food is, and what you do for business.
I'll start, Jenna.
Go for it.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I know a lot of you already. I live right outside of Philly, and I am an online weight loss coach. So I made the transition from addictions counseling into weight loss personal training about 3 years ago, and I've been focusing my business online for the past 2 years. So it's been really good. My favorite food, I don't like that question because I like so many.
Sarah's a rebel. She doesn't like it.
I love all foods.
What did you have for breakfast?
Fun fact about me is I own 2 horses, 2 cats, 2 dogs, and I now have 2 stepkids. So I have 8 children total.
And she's like 27. How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 27. Yep, that's right. And we're moving next week, for those of you who don't know yet. So that's exciting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What did you have for breakfast?
Oh yeah, this morning for breakfast I had a omelet panini.
Ooh.
It was very delicious.
Okay, who wants to go next? Thank you, Sarah. Somebody's windy.
That's me.
Don't all jump at once. Aaron, why don't you introduce yourself?
Aaron Conley, Tampa, Florida. I do landscaping photography. pretty much anything anybody wants me to do, I'll do work-wise.
And what's your company called?
Conley Ponds, Aaron Conley Photography.
Awesome. And what did you have for breakfast? Or what's your favorite food? One or the other?
I would say crab legs.
Crab legs?
Wow.
Oh, favorite food, not for breakfast.
Breakfast, apple and turkey, ham, and bread sandwich.
Yum. And I love
And my coffee.
crab
You
leg
want coffee,
coffee. Yeah, me too. I'm a coffee person too. Are we all coffee people or who's tea? Coffee and tea?
I can't do coffee.
Oh my
Are
God.
you-
Babies. All right. Babies. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. Thank you. Jeff is tea. He says. Okay, who wants to introduce next? Go ahead. Emma?
I'm Emma. I live in Southern California, quite close to Malibu. This is Einstein. He wants to say hello. I teach private Pilates. And so far, my business is not really online, which is something that I want to start to do this next year. So I just teach at the moment only one-on-one. I have a little private studio at the back of my house. And I have a 4-year-old. She's sitting right here having her breakfast. It's just gone 8 o'clock in California. And I like sushi.
Oh,
And I can't drink coffee, so I drink matcha in the mornings.
neither can Sarah. I love sushi. I don't know if you guys follow me on social media, but I'm pregnant. So I can't have sushi. I can't have like deli meat. I can't have regular caffeine. So I have to drink decaf, all these things. I have a 3-year-old, so I can relate to your 4-year-old. And I think that you said that you're primarily in person, which will be able to probably teach a lot of us who are online the benefit of in person and how that can really enhance your online business. And I think I started offline originally hosting nutrition seminars. And when I moved online, I found that my offline connections really helped me to boost my online business when I moved it online. So if there's any like fear or limiting beliefs around that, I think it's actually easier. I mean,
definitely. I think that I have been kind of procrastinating for a few years now about going online because it's so overwhelming to me. I don't know where to start. I don't know, which programs. Right? Yeah, I don't know the tech. I don't know anything. I'm just, I've never been that way. Like even this Zoom call, I'm like, what the hell?
Right. Well, that's the hump, right? It's the technology that really stops us from doing anything online, or the fear that stops us from going live and actually showing up on live video versus in person. Because some of us are just, oh, hi. Some of us are so much more comfortable in person. What is her name?
Hi. McCartney.
Hi, McCartney. My daughter's name is Madison.
Oh, she can't hear. Hang on. You want to put this in your ear so you can hear? No?
No. Good morning.
Just having her breakfast and then we're going to go to school, aren't we?
Oh, well, thank you for sharing.
We're going to play at school.
Okay, who wants to go next? Amanda?
I can go. Yeah. So I am Amanda Worthington. I'm a user experience and web designer for service-based businesses. So trying to help people with that transition from a successful in-person business and translating that online. So exactly what you guys were all talking about.
Love.
I'm in Atlanta, and my favorite food is green bean casserole.
Green bean casserole?
Yes.
Is that like you're thinking forward to Thanksgiving?
I'm very excited.
Totally Thanksgiving
Very excited.
Yum, yum, yum. I love it as well, especially when my mom made it with all the fixings, like everything in it that's probably horrible for you. You nutrition and wellness people would not approve.
Exactly.
Okay, we have Janelle either one of the Janelles or Emily.
I'll go.
Okay,
I'll go.
Janelle Consorti, you go.
You got it perfect.
Yay!
Hey guys, I'm Janelle Consorti. I live in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I have a background in massage therapy, really dealing with emotional trauma release. And then I just, as of Sunday, graduated from Sam Skelly's Hungry for Happiness
Yes.
Cert program. So bringing that online. Yeah. To add, thank you, Amanda. Yeah. So to add coaching to that space.
That's awesome. Are you connected with Vanessa Charles?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, Vanessa.
We did pause together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love Sam, and I have told this to Vanessa. Vanessa's going to be doing breath work at 9 a.m. on day 2 at our Airbnb. To kind of like day 2, you know, we're all going to be overwhelmed probably with all this knowledge from day 1. So we're really going to start the day with like a refresh kind of. And me personally, I've done breathwork with Sam in an event audience setting twice. I've never done it in like a small group setting, and I'm horrible at it. Like, I'm horrible at breathing to any kind of rhythm. I just can't keep up with the rhythm of the breath. Yeah. And I also am like the worst at keeping, like, doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, my mind is like, what's for lunch? Or my mind is like thinking something other than what it's supposed to be thinking. So it's going to be really good for me to experience too.
Yeah. It's probably doing that because of resistance to like getting in to your body.
Absolutely. I'm a systems person, and like I do, and it takes a lot for me to like sit back. I've learned how to like be able to rest and take that breath. But I will tell you guys, and you'll like this, Janelle, my daughter who's 3, and Emma, maybe you could try this with yours. I taught her how to take breaths. So whenever she's like in the middle of a tantrum, she goes, "Mommy, I want to go to my room and take my breaths." And she stomps into her room and she takes 5 breaths, and she'll count, and her counting's like all off because she's so like upset. But when she's done, she walks out of the room and she's like, "I'm all better now." So she like takes her breaths, and I'm like, if I can't do it, at least my daughter can do it. This is fine.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah. So it works. It works even for toddlers, which is great.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So good.
Thank you. Did you tell us your favorite food?
Oh no, but I love all the foods.
Then what did you have for breakfast?
A granola bar, because I got in at 1 a.m. this morning.
Oh no.
Yeah, I flew home from San Diego last night, so it's been a long 5 days.
Oh man. Okay. Well, drink your coffee today and take a nap. Do what you got to do.
I know.
All right, Emily, I think you had your hand up before. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Emily, and this is Sage. She's not taking a nap currently. But I started in the online world as a Beachbody coach. I had a pretty successful coaching business, and I still coach, but it kind of inspired me to transition a little bit into life coaching that then inspired me to change into personal finance coaching. So I am or have been a full-time CPA for 10 years. And so I really wanted to make a business out of helping people while giving them something tangible. So I'm helping people get out of debt and stay out of debt and plan for the future retirement wise. But my favorite food, I love crabs. I'm from Maryland, so I love crabs. Actually, I'm going to have some tomorrow. So,
yum. Snow crab legs, they're my favorite.
No, like blue crabs.
Okay.
Like the messy thing.
The messy stuff.
Yeah.
Love it. Jess I just see her kitchen now. So Christine, there's Jess. Do you want to introduce yourself, Jess?
Yeah, like trying to take care of my kids. So I'm Jess. I have almost 2-year-old. She'll be 2 in January. And 4-year-old boy. My favorite food is seafood. I love
There's a theme, guys. Maybe I should take notes for this Airbnb. Jeez.
Yeah. I love moving to Florida eventually. That's seafood. And I am a spirituality and mindset mentor for female entrepreneurs who want to break free from their personal prisons of shame and guilt and pain and tap into their intuition and take aligned action that feels really good to them. So that's what I do.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Christine or Janelle? And Christine, if you can't talk, just tell us.
No, I'm here.
Okay. Hi.
I'm going to be heading back into the ICU in a minute and muting you guys, so I won't probably be able to listen. I'm going to try to come out and in as much as I can. But I see that you're recording, so will this be?
Yes. I'll send everybody.
Okay. So I didn't catch the beginning, but I think I'm supposed to tell you my favorite food, which I love food. I've been a vegetarian for 3 years, but I still eat fish and I love seafood. And I would label myself an aspiring vegan. So yeah, I don't know. I love probably butternut squash is one of my favorite foods. And I am also a Beachbody coach. I've been a personal trainer for over a decade. And I taught yoga. After the economy crashed, I went back to school to become a respiratory therapist. And I think I've got about 6 months left of this before I'm working from home completely. So.
Ooh, that's so exciting. That's awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Ahead of time. 6 months will come really fast.
Thank you. That's what I told myself walking in this morning.
Yes, absolutely. Good. Well, thank you for sharing. Janelle Guion, you are the last one. Second, Janelle.
Good morning. I guess it's not quite morning. I'm over on the Pacific side of the country as well, so I just took a shower. Got the kids off to school. I am Janelle Guion. I live in Sandpoint, Idaho. I own my creative services business doing web design and branding photography for creative and fitness and wellness entrepreneurs. I'm so excited to go to Florida in February because it's going to be awful here in Sandpoint. So North Idaho gets a little too chilly for me come February. So what else do you want to know? You want to know food? Like, there's not a lot of food I don't like, but I absolutely love sushi. Like, it get me on the coast anywhere, and I am all about that. So
I love that we're all about food.
Keeping with the theme, yeah.
I love it. I'm really gonna watch the replay for the Airbnb. Like, what stock the Airbnb has.
Appetizers, yeah. Airbnb appetizers.
Sarah says that Janelle's doing her landing page design and Amanda's doing her website. Well, I'm glad that you shameless plug, hashtag shameless plug. Well, we're also going to be plugging Janelle a little bit later because Janelle is our Airbnb photographer as well. So she will be available for headshots, branding shots. You guys want beach shots? If you're never at the beach and you want to get those beach shots, she will make herself available. And I'll give you guys, yes, teamwork makes the dream work. I'll give you guys that. You have it. I am Jenna Corelli. I started in the health and wellness industry. Well, backtrack. I was a paralegal for 6 years. So I worked for attorneys, thought I wanted to be an attorney, very quickly realized I didn't want to be an attorney, didn't like working for other people, hated the fact that I did like all the same work that the attorneys did, but they just signed off on it and got the big paycheck and I didn't, and I had to work around the clock. So I realized when my CrossFit gym coach at the time, I was just a member of the gym, recognized my nutrition and fitness knowledge, mainly macronutrients. And he walked up to me and he was like, will you host a nutrition seminar for all of the CrossFit gym members? And I like wanted to turn around and run away, like sprint the other way, because public speaking was not my thing. Surprise, surprise. Still is not my thing. I do it because of the impact that it makes. Something was like, do it, Jenna, do it, Jenna, do it. So I spoke to about 80 people on macronutrients, broke down protein, carbs, and fat, and talked about fiber and water consumption and how that relates to fitness. And everybody loved it. So I attached a 6-week group program onto that. And then I just did that seminar and 6-week group program across the board in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to all the CrossFit gyms. And that was like a very saturated market in my area. So I eventually brought that online. And when I had my daughter in July of 2016, I needed to focus inward on my own self-care, my own health and wellness and fitness. And I just couldn't put my energy towards other people. So that's when I transitioned to business consulting for the wellness industry. So I had been doing business consulting for the wellness industry for 3 years, grew a digital marketing agency that really focused on growing an online automated system and brand for wellness coaches. And then Raising Influence Events was born this past February, which is just my ultimate passion to bring business owners together into a community of like-minded people, help you guys raise awareness for what you both do, what you all do, make a larger income, larger impact, and partner and collaborate with each other. So that's what Raising Influence is about, and that's where I'm at right now in my business venture, right? We're always transitioning, and we're always moving in and out from different things, and it's okay. And I think that that's something that we should all recognize, that the transition and the ups and downs is completely normal in business and in life in general. So that is me. My favorite food now is ice cream right now. Like, it's all I want. I'm 16 in my 16th week of pregnancy. So I'm going to be large and in charge up on stage, Raising Influence. But really, I'm like a peanut butter and dark chocolate girl. For breakfast, I usually have eggs. Kind of boring, but it's my favorite breakfast. So that's a little bit about me, you guys. Hi, you waved. My daughter's at school. I wish she was here. Okay, so let's move into the main event and the Airbnb schedule. And let me see if I can actually show you guys my little graphic I'm putting together on Canva. Okay, you should be able to see this. It says your A-lister schedule. So this is for you guys because you're staying in the Airbnb. Now, some of you are staying, a lot of you are staying all 3 nights. So you will, the left-hand column will apply to you. It's going to be an early pickup because our event starts at 8 a.m. So the left-hand column will apply to you if you're staying in the Airbnb Friday night. If you're not staying in the Airbnb Friday night, you can skip that first part of the left-hand column and you can just start at 8 a.m. You would meet us at Armature Works at 8 a.m. on, Saturday. Yeah, Friday nights into Saturday morning. So Saturday morning, we have transportation taking us from the Airbnb to the main event at Armature Works coming at 6:30 a.m. We do have 2 Airbnbs. There's 23 of us staying overnight between the 2 Airbnbs. One sleeps 13 and one sleeps 10. So I do have you guys divvied up, not confirmed divvied up yet, but I will add you to that Airbnb listing so you actually get the address, and I can go through the photos of what it looks like here on this call with you guys so you can get a feel for the vibe as well. I already went through it with Janelle, our photographer, and she's like, this is perfect for photos. This is perfect, like, beach vibe for anybody who wants, like, there's a lot of whites in the house, and it's just, it's pretty. The main event will be in the theater room at Armature Works. Armature Works is a large market. There's several rooms. There's a ton of food and boutique vendors. There's a whole outdoor area. It's right along the Hillsborough River. So during our lunch break before networking, you can walk the Hillsborough River. You can go outside and enjoy fresh air if you want to. Or there's like an inner courtyard also where you can eat your lunch. The event will be from 8 to 1. That will be our main speaker sessions. There's some vendors there. And we have a DJ, we have a singer and songwriter who's performing. And then from 1 to 2 will be the break for lunch. You guys will have, I have to confirm with the venue whether you're actually getting like market vouchers, but you'll have money in the form of a voucher or something to help you get your lunch. And then at 2 p.m., we're going to be in a different room, which is called the show and tell room for post-event networking with 50 people. There's a 50-person cap. So it's just A-listers and the rising star level. And then at 5 p.m., we have transportation taking us back to the Airbnb. Okay, so that's day 1. Then day 2, you'll wake up or you'll drive to the Airbnb, and we have sessions from 8 to 4. 8 to 9 a.m. is really arrive, mingle, get your bearings. 9 a.m. is when the breathwork session is going to be. We have speaker sessions throughout the day on stepping into your power, being more authentic. We have somebody sharing on creating your story or even figuring out what your story is, like, what have I done in my life and what experiences have I been through and how can I use that to capitalize on my business to share my story. If I was doing a webinar or if I was doing a speaking gig, what little elements out of my story should I pull out to use to help showcase who I am and what I do? So we'll have some sessions on that. A lot of it's going to be masterminding with each other, private coaching with me and my team, and implementation, just really applying everything we learned the previous day to our business and getting help from other coaches in the room and everybody else to really help us solidify that. Okay? Do we have questions? You can put questions in the chat, or you can just unmute yourself if you're like, well, I need this answered right now. Anybody? That's the gist of the schedule. Let me see if I can pull up the Airbnb because I want to show you. I want to show you guys the images of the Airbnb. Saved trips. So the main passion and mission behind Raising Influence Live is really to connect you guys with each other and everybody else in the room. And for those of you who are A-listers, you're staying at the Airbnb, the whole like showcasing your headshots, your bio, your social media handles on the event distribution, this whole Black Friday blog post and everything leading up to the event is me trying my absolute best to get the word out about who you are and what you do prior to even entering the room so that people already know who you are and you guys are making those connections. They've already been like warmed up before you get in the room so you can really like actually like hug each other and be like, oh my God, I've been following you on social media for so long. That's my, and this happened in February and it was crazy. I mean, people signed clients in the room and partnerships and collaborations were formed. Okay, so let's do the main event space for the Airbnb first. I've got so many tabs open. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Your faces are all in my way. Let's see. How do I get to pictures? Show the listing.
While you're pulling that up, Jenna, did anybody go to Raising Influence last year that wants to brag about it?
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Brag,
I'm super excited.
I know Jess is on. Who else is? Let me see. I lost everybody's faces. Oh, here's your faces. Jess, do you want to talk about Raising Influence? Oh, and Emily. The two of you guys were
And
there.
Aaron.
And Aaron. Mm-hmm. You guys can all brag. Go for it.
Yeah. Raising Influence was the first event I went to this year. And it was like, I literally was like last minute. Jenna like kept like talking to me about it. And I was like, I don't know. And I literally like had just started my coaching business before that. So I had no clients and I was like, I'm going to an entrepreneurial event and I have 0 clients. Like, what the hell am I doing, honestly? But like, I didn't tell anyone that. I was just like, I'm just going to show up and just like, I'm a coach. At the time I was a purpose coach. And I ended up like getting so much like ideas. Hold on, baby. Are you poopy? I ended up getting she's like, I'm poopy. I ended up getting so many ideas and inspirations that I like signed 2 clients like within like a 10-minute span in my hotel room. Like I got an idea and I just signed them there that night. So I had made the intention that I would sign clients that Friday when I got to the event. And then I just like held on to that. And I ended up signing them that Sunday before I left. So I signed clients before I left. And besides that, like everyone, so many people, like half the people I met Raising Influence, I still like am friends with. Like it's just so crazy. Like it was such a close knit, like Sarah and I, you know, I've seen Jenna several times and Sarah, and there was like so many people that it was unlike any other events in terms of like connection, of real human connection.
I really think the key takeaway from what you just said was you didn't have a business. You didn't even know really what you were doing when you showed up, but you chose to make the decision to show up with confidence and show up and pitch what you thought you were going to do. Right. And it worked. And it like that confidence shine through. I think it's so much easier, honestly, to like showcase your confidence and have it be well received in person. So I think an in-person event or an in-person gathering or anytime you can network in person, I think that's the best case scenario for you, especially if you're just starting out, to really get others to feel that vibe and that passion behind what it is that you do, or even the reason why you're trying to do what it is that you do, right? So I'm just kind of going through images, you guys. This is gorgeous. There's all the seafood. We're going to put that's what we're put, all the seafood. So there's indoor, outdoor space and outdoor shower. We're really close to the beach, guys. So like walking distance. And there's also a golf cart, like one of those large ones, like 8-passenger golf cart at the Airbnb. So like faster route to the beach. So I'm thinking those of you who are staying over Friday night, if we catch the sunset, I think that would be fun. Same thing with Saturday night, but I'm not sure. I think the sunset's around 6, and if the limo leaves at 5, we might catch it, we might not, but that's something I'm thinking of, like planning to have everybody kind of enjoy that. There's 99 photos, so there's a lot to go through. The second Airbnb.
I can share a little bit about my experience. So I was like 8 months pregnant or something crazy like that. And so when I went, I knew I wanted to switch it up. I had been doing Beachbody and life coaching, and I kind of had this tug to like move forward, just didn't know which way. And I was 8 months pregnant, so clearly didn't have a lot of energy to think about it at the time. So I decided to go to the event, and I felt like I made a lot of connections, a lot of people to I sat back and watched what they were doing and kind of was able to figure out that it was kind of that confidence. You just build it as you go type of thing. And so it inspired me to kind of put all the things together that I had kind of left out there. I knew I was meant to do something more. I wanted to connect what I was doing professionally and what I was an expert in with what gave me excitement and passion, which was helping people. So it helped me kind of connect the two, and I didn't do anything with it right away. But from there, just watching everybody else do and transition their business, like watching Jessica, watching Sarah really expand their business and do well with it, inspired me to jump back into it. And as soon as I did, I was able to book like 5 clients right away. And it was all just watching everybody else live it out. And had I not made those connections and see their business growth, I don't know that I would be where I'm at right now. So.
Oh, thank you. I love that. I love that. I think the takeaway from what you said was just watching other people. A lot of the feedback that I got on our type form that I requested people to give me feedback after the event was powerful in that even just listening to the speakers speak and how they spoke about themselves and represented themselves or sold into their offers, that was beneficial to a lot of people, just to be able to see the structure of that. So there's also that kind of an angle that I would, if you're going to set an intention for the event, set an intention to watch as well. Like, how do the speakers intro themselves? How do they keep the crowd engaged if the crowd seems to be getting tired? Like, all of that stuff. I'm learning as I go too. I am no expert. Remember, I told you I hate public speaking. It's like the most fun I've ever had in my life up there on stage, but it's also the scariest shit I've ever done in my life as well. And I do it over and over and over again because of this feedback and because of this impact that it makes, and because it has like an incredible positive on my business and my personal brand. It's just my audience just keeps growing the more I connect people to each other. It doesn't even have to be about me, right? Like I could just intro and then leave and let you guys all take over for the entire weekend, and I would get recognized for it, right? Because I'm hosting. But the benefit to me and the value to me and like the things that gives me goosebumps is you guys connecting, signing clients, learning. And even if you don't apply right away, apply down the road a month later, and still like you still have that experience, that memory that you're going to hold on to. So thank you guys for sharing. Anybody else want to say anything? Then I'll move into Janelle. Okay. We're going to move into Janelle Guion. So Janelle is our Airbnb photographer. I'm just going to have you intro yourself because you can talk about what you do better than I can. And I have a link that I'm putting in the chat box right now to Janelle's schedule for personal branding photography. So a lot of you guys, actually, I've gotten a lot of messages from local people in Florida who want a branding shoot with you.
Awesome.
Like they could get photo shoots any day, every day, but
right.
they want one. So let me just talk about the benefit, first of all, to having photos of yourself and group photos with other people. It shows that you are, growing a community. If you're taking photos with other people, you can put it on your websites. You can use them for social media. Headshots and bio are going to be something not just that I ask you of over and over and over and over again to try and showcase you, but as you get sponsored or recognized on podcasts, radio shows, anytime you do even like a small group workshop at a local like mom's club or at your church, like anytime you're speaking in front of a crowd, they're going to want a headshot and a bio. So those are two things that if you don't have a good compilation of images, you might want to start putting that together. It just makes it really easy for you when somebody asks to be able to go to that folder on your computer, send over some images and have them choose which one they like. So Janelle, tell us about what you're going to be doing for us at the Airbnb.
Yeah, I am so excited for this opportunity. So thank you, Gemma, for giving me the opportunity to do this. I am also a Faster Way to Fat Loss coach, if anybody has heard of that program. But that's what kind of got me introduced and obsessed with working with like-minded women like yourselves that are in the health and fitness industry. I'm not as active as a coach, but I can speak to speak. I know what you guys need from if you are in the health and wellness field, what I can provide for you as far as imagery goes. And I've just had so much fun, helping other small entrepreneurs like myself grow our businesses, because it's freaking hard, right? So I have opened up several different slots, about 20-ish. I'm giving us about 20 minutes with a 10-minute buffer in there to kind of spend with each one of you. And as you fill those spots, we'll just pick a location and we'll just kind of roam around and get headshots as you want. We can, if you book early, we can start planning between now and February. So if you have any specific poses or requests that you want, I highly recommend, even especially for you coaches and whatever, if you work with other people in general, and I want my own session for this reason, is because I have several of myself, but I need some of working with my clients and with people, right? So I'm super open to grab a friend, grab a new friend or whatever, and we'll just knock out some fun shots either on the beach or in the kitchen or whatever you want. So yeah, I think it'll be super fun.
Yeah.
I'm super casual, so I'm not a robot, so I like to go with the flow.
Tell us where to put our arms and what to
yes, exactly.
That's the biggest fear, right? Behind it.
Yes.
What do
yeah.
you do? Awkward turtle. What is that?
Yeah.
I'm definitely doing a maternity shot or something with you.
Yes. Yeah.
Because why not?
Do you guys have any questions? Well, yeah, I know, absolutely. Do you guys have questions for me? I don't know. I didn't have much planned, so I didn't know what more I can share.
Does anybody have questions about the photo shoot opportunity? Questions about taking photos in general? We have a great photographer here who can help us out.
Has anyone not had professional photos taken before? Do you want to even speak up and admit it? No judgment.
That's all right.
You've all had photos taken. Okay, good.
I have the link in the chat box if you guys want to grab that. I'm also going to add it to the replay when I send this out via email. You guys are going to keep getting emails from me like constantly. So I'm apologizing, but I'm really not sorry because I'm giving you like information and details, and my like biggest fear is you not being informed. So I want to keep informing you as we move into actual, like we're getting closer and closer to February, and it's going to be here before we know it. So when you do want the information I'm sending you, you'll be able to go to your email and just search a keyword and it will pop up. That's my hope, right? Bye, Emily. So, okay. So next order of business, Black Friday blog post. If you guys are putting out a Black Friday offer in any way, shape, or form, all I need is a link and a graphic. You don't even need to send me a graphic if you don't have one. A link would be good enough. I'm doing like a blog compilation, and I'm just gonna recognize my Raising Influence community and say, this is what we're doing for Black Friday, so maybe you'll find something that you love. If you're doing anything for Black Friday, just get that over to me probably by this Friday. I think that's what I said in my post, because I have to put that together on a blog post and get it out. So that's Black Friday deal. Also, it's partially me like hinting to you that you should do a Black Friday offer. Like these like promos are my absolute favorite. I mean, the holidays are my favorite for finding courses and programs and PDFs that you created in Canva that are just collecting dust, and maybe you sold for $14 one time, but you've never sold it again. Grab that and put it out for $14, $27, $47, like lowball offers, and make it a Black Friday offer. It's fun. It's fun getting a lot of people purchasing something at once because we're looking for Black Friday deals. I cannot, like Kirkland's and World Market and all the Old Navy, like all these stores are sending me emails, and I cannot help myself but go through them and want to buy all the things that are like $10, $20, and it adds up. But like, it's just the Black Friday itch. I don't know. Is it just me? Is it just me? So Black Friday blog post, get that information to me by this Friday if you can. The code INFLUENCE is a discount code for, thank you, Amanda. It's a discount code for your friends, your family, groups, community groups in the Florida area, or anybody who wants to travel to Florida for our event. They get 30% off using code INFLUENCE, which expires on Friday. So if you feel inclined to push Raising Influence and tell people you want them to be in the room with you because it's going to be an incredible experience, you can share that across social media. You can send an email to your email list. They can use code INFLUENCE for 30% off. After Friday, that will be dropped. The only other discount that I have is a Black Friday deal going out that will be available for 24 hours on Black Friday. That's it. No more discounts for this event, so that will be it after Black Friday. Last, should we schedule another one of these calls? Should we continue to get to know each other? Do you guys like this? Yes? No? Wow, I have to put some more like jump up and down, sing and dance at the event into my transitions of the event day to get you guys pumped up. Yes. Okay. Yes, let's do it. I'm thinking that the next one I schedule might be later in the evening to accommodate those who couldn't make this call. Would that still be cool with you guys? I'll still record it and send the replay, maybe like an 8 p.m. Eastern. I know, Janelle, that's like dinner time maybe for you.
Okay.
But okay, later works. I'll do it that way, and maybe we'll bounce back and forth between like a afternoon or late morning call and an evening call to accommodate everybody. But I think it's fun, and I think that when we all show up at the Airbnb and we like know each other's faces and names and what we do, it kind of, we don't have to sit down for 2 hours and do the whole introduction thing. We kind of already know each other, and we can just dive in and have fun. All right. Well, that is all I have for you guys. I'm an open book, like wide open book. So you can reach me on Instagram. You can reach me on Facebook. You can send me an email. The only thing I will never, ever outsource in my business is the one-on-one connection. Like you are receiving messages, DMs from me and only me forever and ever, because that's my passion. My passion is relationship building and connecting. So everything else is outsourced, but that is me. So you can always reach out with questions, concerns, feedback, and I will be there for you. Okay? All right. Have fun. And I'm going to go put my Christmas tree up. I've been begging my husband, Emily, you're like, now I'm like, yes, I have to. I've been begging him to put it up. And he's like, it's not even Thanksgiving yet. I don't care.
I can't even listen to Christmas music around my husband. He's just like, no, not before Thanksgiving. I know.
I currently have Christmas decorations, some Thanksgiving, and I still have pumpkins around my house because I like feel bad getting rid of them because my daughter painted them. So we're just a mosh pit here. Oh, you bought it off Facebook Marketplace to make sure it worked. That's awesome. Oscar actually wants to listen to the music. Yes, I've been listening to it in the car ride to Carline to drop off my daughter. Her favorite song is Barbie Girl. Like this is totally my fault. Aqua, Barbie Girl. Because I turned it on and now she knows all the words to I'm a Barbie Girl. So she asks for it every morning, and I've been giving her the option of Barbie Girl or Christmas music, and then she says Christmas music. So lately it's we can play Barbie Girl. We know all the words. All right, bye guys. Have fun at school.
Bye. Thanks.